Batman Media boasts one of the most elite galleries of rogues in all of comics, and honestly, maybe even all of fiction. And this is because most, if not all, of Batman's most prominent villains are written with the intrinsic ability to evolve and reflect relevant cultural issues while maintaining their essential identity. And who better to illustrate this than Batman's arch nemesis, the Joker? The Joker is a character that's generally defined by being both an agent of chaos and an ideological counterweight to Batman's ideals of order and justice. In fact, Joker's commitment to chaos doesn't exist without Batman's reciprocal commitment to justice. Joker even says as much, and even goes as far as retirement in some stories where Batman is out of the picture for whatever reason. And Joker has maintained this central identity in everything the character's appeared in, from the 1966 Batman show starring Adam West to Heath Ledger's tantalizing portrayal of the Joker in The Dark Knight. Sure, the character's evolved, but it is fundamentally the same character. The Joker in the 1966 Batman TV show is still an agent of chaos and acts as a counter to Batman's commitment to order. It's just that the chaos in question is on a much more tonally appropriate scale for the show, which sees Joker committing goofy crimes like stealing house keys with a novelty magic box instead of blowing up a hospital, for instance. Speaking of blowing up a hospital, Heath Ledger's Joker in The Dark Knight keeps the fundamental identity we see in the 1966 show. He's simply evolved to reflect topical issues facing the world. The Joker in The Dark Knight is a killer and a terrorist, staging numerous terror attacks in Gotham City while inciting panic among the public. This rendition of the Joker is indicative of the post-9/11 world that the film speaks to, and is, in part, why the character is so resonant. Yet, despite this topical evolution of the character, Heath Ledger's Joker is still an agent of chaos that acts as a counterbalance to Batman. The character even goes as far as to say he can't kill Batman because Batman's quote-unquote
too much fun.
Obviously, there's more evolutions of the Joker filling in the gaps between The Dark Knight and the campy 1966 show, like the Joker in the 1989 Batman movie and Batman the Animated Series, but this stark contrast showcases my point the best. The next character I want to talk about, who actually debuted in Batman the Animated Series, is Harley Quinn. In the animated series, Harley Quinn was generally defined by being insane, violent, and naive. And it's this naivete that made her such a compelling character. Yes, she's a villain that works with the Joker to cause people harm, but she's also largely a victim of the Joker's manipulations more than anyone. And without the Joker, it's shown that Harley herself is significantly less likely to commit crimes. Now, compare that to HBO Max's, or whatever the streaming service is called now, Harley Quinn show. The Harley Quinn show is a completely separate and distinct genre, yet Harley maintains both her insanity and her naivety to a reasonable extent. And despite Harley maintaining these essential character traits, she's still allowed to evolve beyond the Joker's toxic manipulation and find her own story. To me, it's incredibly uplifting that Harley's story doesn't end as another tragedy at the hands of the Joker. Instead, her characterization in the Harley Quinn show reflects the broader cultural and progressive values that we should be striving for as a modern society. Anyway, let's talk about the Riddler now. Joygasm! The Riddler is similar to Joker in the way that his characterization was very campy in Batman Forever. He was an eccentric and spiteful genius that used his intellect to commit crimes while being appropriately goofy for the tone of that film. And then, just like Heath Ledger's Joker, the Riddler evolves in The Batman, released in 2022, to reflect the modern issues of cyber-terrorism and lonely people choosing to carry out heinous acts that are encouraged by online echo chambers. The Riddler is obviously less goofy in this film, but the character still bears his essential hallmarks that make him recognizable. He's a shunned and eccentric genius, just like the Edward Nygma from Batman Forever. There are obviously other examples of Batman characters that evolve with the times while maintaining their essence, even including Batman himself to an extent, but these are the most relevant characters I could think of. Let me know if you think Batman has the best rogues gallery, and why or why not down in the comments. Anyway, I'm a YouTuber, you probably know what I want. Do the like, comment, subscribe things if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!